Welcome to today's episode where we break down the Kingdom Arena meta here for Earnest Wish Season 2. We got some cool tips, tricks, and changes here with some of our teams that I want to break down with you and what has evolved and changed as we look forward to and get ready to the new update as well. So with that, thank you for tuning in. Down below you will find those timestamps available to you as always. So let's get moving, let's get grooving here. And if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know because I love to hear from you, and come swing by our active Discord server and say hello. All right, so here's what we got going on. What is happening? Well, the last one we did, we had a lot of updates here, a lot of cool things with the Kingdom Arena. One of the biggest things being in particular right here, not that, these pieces, the ability to get to elite tier. Cool thing, as many of you I know in the Discord server completed and got to elite tier, so congratulations. I did happen to make it to elite 2. Love it. And we're going to talk about some of those things that were able to get us there. Now, the other big thing here is we did get a couple of new cookies, well, at least one new cookie since the last time that we did this, which is our lovely frilled jellyfish right here. So we've done a topping guide for you that you can check out here. Yes, I'm still at level 30. We'll talk about that here in a second, as well as it pertains to the PvP. All right, so let's go ahead and move into PvP. So as always, one of the biggest things that we do is we take a look at the top ranking. So this gives us a big idea in terms of what the teams can look like. Now, as you can see over here, this is the team that I have been running right there. You'll also find that it pretty much reflects a lot of the top players here, as things can and tend to shift around though. So if we look at what we have going on, one of the biggest pieces though is I do have Black Pearl there in the back. So you can see that their Black Pearl is actually in the 3-drop. So you can be either running a double healer strategy, but we'll continue to break this down so you can see what's actually going on here as we see a lot of the top teams. So here, this one, they do have it in the back like me. So more damage focused as we run the 3 dealers, damage dealers here, plus 1 healer. Similar style here again with Stardust Cookie there towards the front. Again, now you see the swap there. Some players may still be on Pitaya Dragon as an example, which could be one of the reasons why they're there. But again, as you can see, Crimson Coral Cookie is primarily the main one. Again, Stardust being there, Black Pearl, and Snapdragon. Now, here was the other piece that I want to talk about, Peppermint. So you might run into a more focused water team, and a big reason because of that is when you get into the arena seasons here, you can see featured cookies. Now, featured cookies get damage resistance here. Sometimes there might be other buffs, but again, Crimson Coral is doing very well, as you can see here, making that difference. Now, this does help support water type teams, and Peppermint Cookie can be an interesting one for you in the meta. So we'll continue to go down here and see, again, another Peppermint team run, but really we're seeing 2 or 3 styles in terms of those teams. Again, a little bit more damage dealer focused. Here is a different one. Again, a pure play in terms of the water team. Now, when we talked about frilled jellyfish, this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about that is a little unique and a little bit different. This one doesn't run a healer per se. It is running a straight up water damage nuke team. Amazing. I love to see that as well, because it's a little bit different than everything else here that you can see. Now, again, this is going to be the defense set, so keep those things in mind. Now, as we continue down here, here again was that combo still between Hollyberry and Pitaya. Like I mentioned, a older one that certainly still is viable and can get you through. Again, here is the other one that we're talking about, where you do see our friend towards the back. Also, again, similar to mine, but they are running frilled jellyfish here instead. It's got a great disabler. All right, and we'll continue down to the top 100. There's frilled again, So there you go. So a couple of different teams in that makeup, again, primarily dominated by the water meta. In terms of water-esque type cookies, definitely coral, crimson coral, definitely black pearl. We get to see frilled in there as well. We see stardust in there. Here's the double, another one in terms of a double heal that I went by pretty quickly. So that's where you do see the double healers there, black pearl, stardust, and crimson as a particular team for you, where you can see that shift, how that happens right there versus the back one where they're running 2 damage. They might be running frilled and stardust as an example, but you do begin to see, like me, you do see moonlight there getting a little pushed out of the meta as an example relative to the past. So that's a big thing to pay attention to when it comes to our teams, the breakdown of the top 100 and the meta. And then additionally, some fun, as we discussed, with some of the changes there in the arena seasons to pay attention to. So certainly, because Frilled's in here, you can definitely build that. All these other cookies are definitely worth investing in, as you can see, and have fun with your team. All right, so that is the primary premise of what we have for our Kingdom Arena meta. Let's go ahead and close out with a fun one here, just to get through and have a blast, as we always do, in terms of our PvP. All right, here we go. So we'll get through this one, and then we'll continue going up the stack. Looking forward to hopefully finishing up in Elite once again. I made it to Elite 2, was very happy with that result. Primarily with this team that we have here, certainly still viable for you in order to make it through. And again, last but not least, that power level always makes a big difference. Shifting around makes a big difference on your teams. I'm very fortunate to be at 1.7 million. So a lot of the stuff that I run into, at least still down here, is good for me to just be ahead in terms of my team. However, as you get closer and as the matches get tighter, it's really, really important for you to pay attention to the small tweaks and counters in terms of how you're going to effectively get through PvP and overcome your opponents here. So we'll continue to climb in master mode here and get to Elite. Stay tuned for tons more here on the channel. As always, we have a lot of fun with this, and I love doing the meta updates. And we do have a new update in store coming soon, so stay tuned for that, because we got the cheese if you haven't seen that already. Now with that, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. On top of that, we got memberships and all sorts of things available to you down below, and great ways to stay in the know. All right, until next time, we'll see you again soon. May your meta crushers work for you here. Victory be yours in the Kingdom Arena here on CookieRun Kingdom. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Mythras, out of here. Take care.